Welcome to my channel. My name is Simran and this is the second video on the history of English literature. In the first video, we talked about four ages: Anglo-Saxon period, Anglo-Norman period, age of Chaucer and age of revival. In this video, we will study about the Elizabethan age. In the Elizabethan age, Queen Elizabeth I reigned over England. Queen Elizabeth I is the only Queen of England who was unmarried till the end of her life. This period started from 1558 and it continues up till 1603 AD. This period is also known as Age of Shakespeare. It is also called as the Golden Age in the history of English literature. Now let us look at a few features of this age. This age is known for its sonnets. Shakespeare introduced his own style of sonnet, which is now called as the English sonnet or the Shakespearean sonnet. This age is also known for its drama. Drama flourished in this age as a literary genre, and tragic comedy was a new form of drama that was introduced in this age. In this age, the rule of primogeniture was followed. Now, what is this rule of primogeniture? According to the rule of primogeniture, when the father of the family dies, all his property goes to his son or the eldest male member of the family, and nothing goes to the women. Now we come to the poets of this age. The first most famous poet is Edmund Spenser. Edmund Spenser is known as the poet's poet by Charles Lamb. He is famous for his two works. The first one is The Shepherd's Calendar and the second one is The Faerie Queene. The Shepherd's Calendar is dedicated to his friend Sir Philip Sidney. In the Shepherd's Calendar, 12 eclogues are mentioned. So, what are eclogues? Eclogue is a short poem which is narrated in the form of a soliloquy or a dialogue. The Faerie Queene is an epic poem. It is a poem in 6 long books. It is one of the longest poems of English language. The original plan of this poem consisted of 24 books, but Spenser could complete only 6 of them. In the Faerie Queene, Spenser introduced his own form of stanza, which is now called as the Spenserian stanza. In this stanza is of 9 lines. The first 8 lines are 5 feet long and the last one is 6 feet long. The rhyming scheme of this stanza is ABA, BBC, BCC. The second most famous poet of this age is Sir Philip Sidney. Sir Philip Sidney is known for his 3 most famous works. The first one is Arcadia. It is a pastoral romance. The second one is Apology for Poetry. It is also called as Defense of Poetry. This was written in an answer to a pamphlet by Sir Stephen Gosson. The title of his pamphlet was The School of Abuse. And the third work is Astrophil and Stella. It is a collection of songs and sonnets which are dedicated to Lady Pennilope. So these are the other poets of this age. The first comedy ever published in English literature came out in this period. It is known as Ralph Roister Doister. It was a comedy written by Nicholas Udall, published in 1551. The second comedy was Gammer Gurton's Needle, published in 1575. The authorship of this second play is assigned to William Stevenson. The first tragedy ever written in English was also published in this age. It was known as Gorboduc. The second second title of the same tragedy is The Tragedy of Ferrex and Porrex. It was published in the year 1561, just 10 years after the first comedy was published. It was written by Thomas Sackville and Thomas Norton together. It is also the first play to use blank words. In this age, we also come across the 7 university wits. Who are the university wits? University wits are those scholars from the 2 world-famous universities of Oxford and Cambridge. The 7 university wits are Christopher Marlowe, Thomas Nash, Thomas Lodge, Thomas Kidd, Robert Greene, George Peele, and John Lilly. These are the 7 university wits. Now we come to the master of the English literature, which is William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare never made any attempt to preserve his works or to publish his works. His manuscripts were left loosely to the stage managers. He has written 154 sonnets and 37 plays. Shakespeare's plays are divided into 3 dramatic types: comedies, tragedies, and historical plays. Shakespeare wrote comedies like As You Like It, Twelfth Night, A Midsummer Night's Dream, and The Tempest. He wrote tragedies like Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Othello, King Lear, Macbeth, etc. He also wrote historical plays. He wrote historical plays like Richard III, Henry IV, Henry V, Antony and Cleopatra. Now we come to the next dramatist of this age, who is Ben Jonson. Ben Jonson is known for his 3 comedies: Volpone or the Fox, The Alchemist, Epicene or The Silent Woman. He has also written 2 more comedies which are called as Every Man in His Humor and Every Man Out of His Humor. Now we come to the next dramatist of this age, who is John Webster. John Webster is known for his 2 best comedies, The White Devil and The Duchess of Malfi. So these are the other dramatists of this age. Francis Bacon is the most famous prose writer of this age. He has written many philosophical works. The other prose writers of this age are Thomas North, John Fox, John Knox, William Camden, Richard Hooker, and a few minor ones more. I will come up with the 3rd part of this video, the history of English literature, very soon. So subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive the notifications. Thank you.